Hey, what's up guys? John here. The auto industry is getting absolutely destroyed. So if you have a new car or a used car, or you're thinking about buying a car, pay very close attention to what's happening in this market, because I believe we're walking into a world of hurt in the auto industry that we've never seen before. I think we're going to start to see a lot of luxury cars, a lot of vehicles, work trucks being sold, fire sale prices. And here's why I believe that. 1 out of 3 cars right now that has an auto loan, more than 30 days late. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 5 cars, more than 60 days late. 1 out of 7 cars, 90 days late with an auto loan, right? And nearly 20,000 cars are getting repoed every single day. 20,000 cars are getting repoed every single day. Now, the last couple of years, we've lived through some incredible times. Very low interest rates, tons of money everywhere. Everything felt free. But now, all that easy money is getting pulled out of the market. The only thing being left are elevated interest rates in a much more expensive world with record high inflation. I'm going to break it down for you clearly so you can see exactly what's going on. Make smart, well-informed, forward-thinking decisions, whether you're thinking about buying or selling a car. Please hit the like button. When you hit the like button, people share this content to educate the people about what's really going on. And if you want to fix your credit to position yourself with the best auto loan or the best auto refinance, go to greatcreditfast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, or repossessions, get a hold of us. We'd love to help you. Love to help see if we can remove one of those or multiple items from your credit report. We'll tell you exactly what the process will likely look like and answer any questions that you may have during a free trial. Go to greatcreditfast.com, book a call below, schedule a free consultation. Take a look at this. So, and this is crazy. 220,000 views. Auto loan transactions to seasonal delinquency, or serious delinquency, approaching 2008 levels. Right? Auto loan delinquency rates are now at their highest levels since 2008. Since the Fed started raising interest rates in March 2022, auto loan delinquencies rates have nearly doubled. For Q2 of 2023, the auto loan delinquency rates in the U.S. jumped to 7.3%. This is up from 6.9% in Q1 2023 and above pre-pandemic levels. Moody's said that auto loan delinquencies will likely hit 10% in 2024. Consumers are feeling the pain with much higher rates. Well, look at this. Boots on the ground, anecdotal evidence supports this too. We're seeing a pretty big uptick in car repos. I mean, look at this. Major player in the used cars just got wiped out. 1.5 million views. Elevated pricing and interest rate increasing has further deteriorated conditions in the automotive retail market, weakening consumer demand and affordability. I mean, you're damn right. I mean, the cost of a car today is through the roof. It is so damn expensive to buy a car, even to lease a car, to have a vehicle on the road. I mean, you're looking at like $1,500, $1,500 a month when you factor in car payment, insurance, gas, upkeep, maintenance. It's about $1,500 a month. Off lease only closes 6 locations, lays off 466 people in Florida. Massive collapse in used car prices and bankrupt dealers. It's coming right up. Look at this. After more than 40 years, end of the road for Southern California Cal Worthington car dealership. Here, U.S. Auto Sales shutting down its dealership after abrupt closures furlough all employees. New market car prices are about to plummet. Is now the right time to buy? And Tesla doesn't think so. Tesla is trying to give away these cars. They dropped their X-Plaid, $18.5 thousand discount. They're dropping their car prices across the board. They're trying to get rid of these cars while they still can. Car prices to plummet abruptly. But look at this. So here's a couple of unique things that are happening in the auto market. Now, back in 2020, right around here, gas prices are a lot cheaper. Car insurance was cheaper. The job market was better. Stocks are doing better. Crypto was doing better. People had disposable income, PP loans, stimulus, unemployment benefits. People had money. Now, you're looking at where oil prices are. These are the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserves, right? Boom. Go from about 600 at that time, 2020, about 650 million barrels to now 350 million. Right? So we basically dropped almost 50% oil reserves. So the prices for oil are likely going to continue to skyrocket. And why are they going to do that? Well, because look at this. They just approved a big oil project. Now he's cracking down. U.S. to cancel Alaska oil and gas leases. Right? Oil prices are going to continue to go up. Oil prices spike as Saudi Arabia, Russia extends 1.3 million. Right? So as oil prices rise, Not only is it more expensive for your vehicle, but it's more expensive for auto insurance because the cost to insure cars increases because, for a variety of reasons, the parts in which they buy, they get more expensive for them to ship, for them to distribute. Everything gets more expensive. So they push their cost onto the consumer. So the consumer is getting hit left, right, and center. As this is happening, we're already seeing auto insurance rising. Car insurance rates set to rise 4% by year end. And so the big question I have is if you have the average, which this is crazy, average monthly car payment, $730, right? If the average monthly car payment is $730 and you have insurance of say $200, is $930. Then you fill up the tank once a week. That might be $60, right? So you're looking at another, call it $240 a month. Then maintenance. Right before you know it, the average car is costing you $1,400, $1,500 a month. And now 1 in 6 cars that has an auto loan is over $1,000 a month. So you do the math on that. What is that? $1,800, $1,700 a month? It's like an apartment. It's an apartment on wheels. The big question is, who can afford this? Who can afford it? I don't think as many people can afford it as the mainstream is letting us on to believe. In fact, I think that a lot of people are about to default in a very, very big way. And I think when this default does occur, it could very likely occur on the back of the student loan crisis starting October 1st. So you look at that. 44.3 million Americans are going to start paying student loan bills. Average bill, $504. I mean, on the back of record high interest rates, inflation, consumers have less money today than ever with these huge car payments. People aren't going to be able to do it. And so when people lose their car, they lose their ability to go to work. When they lose their ability to go to work, they lose their ability to pay rent. And before you know it, one domino falls after the next. So I think we're going to witness some really, really, really big things happen in the auto market coming very, very soon. So if you have an old beat up car, keep it. That's my opinion. You hold on to that car while you can. If it runs well, keep that car. If it's cheap, it's probably cheap to insure. It's a great thing. It puts you in a position to stack cash, to put yourself in a more mobile position to possibly buy a nicer car down the road, right? If you have a car that is extremely expensive that you can barely afford, or you really can't afford, but you're convincing yourself you can, now might be the time to trade that thing in, right? Get rid of it possibly. Put yourself in a strong position, because I believe not many Americans will be in a strong position. I believe many Americans are going to be looking to unload cars in the coming 6 to 12 months. And you want to put yourself in a position to where you have options, right? Options are wealth. Options is key. You don't want to put yourself in a position to where you lose the car, you lose the job, you lose the apartment, you lose everything, right? You don't want to do that. What do you think about this entire situation? What do you think about it? Do you think that we're going to be able to see average Americans going out there right now looking to buy cars and qualifying for cars at these interest rates, at these prices? I don't think so. I think we're witnessing a wave of hurt that is about to unfold in this auto market. San Antonio, the average monthly car payment for Americans reached a new record of $700, more than $700. New data from online automotive sources website Edmunds shows the average monthly car payment at $733 in the second quarter. The data also shows consumers with a monthly payment of more than $1,000 reached an all-time peak of 17.1% for the same period. 17.1%. For comparison, only 4.2% of car buyers had an average monthly payment of $1,000 of higher during the second quarter of 2019. So think about that. Comparison, 4.2% of people, 4.2% of auto loans had a car payment of $1,000. Now it's 17%. Roughly a 500% increase, yet wages are flat. How does that make any sense? Right? How does that make any sense? Wages have not grown 500%. Wages have not grown barely anything. They picked up dramatically during everything that happened in 2020 and 2021 during the Great Resignation, but wages have come back and they've fallen substantially in many careers, in many industries. The double whammy of relentlessly high vehicle prices and daunting borrowing costs is presenting a significant challenge for shoppers in today's car market. The Federal Reserve's recent pause in interest rates unfortunately didn't offer much relief for consumers, and hints of further rates later this year means auto loan rates will get even crazier, right? They're going to continue to increase. On a typical $40,000 car, consumers with a 2.9% APR over 36 months can save $8,500 in finance charges compared to those with a 7.9% over 72 months, right? So just for context, the average used car price in 2008 during the great financial crisis was $7,900. $7,900 was the cost of a used car back then. Now, that's the difference of interest payments alone based on a 2.9% APR, right, which you probably could have gotten a couple years ago, or about a year and a half ago, to now about an 8% if you have great credit. If you have bad credit, you're probably looking at 12 to 15% APR. So we're in some crazy times in this auto market, and I think we're going to see some crazy opportunities. So if you have a business that you need a work truck, you need to buy something, a new vehicle, maybe a family vehicle, I think you apply some patience here. I think you're going to see some really big opportunities right after the new year. What do you think about it? Drop below, hit the like button, add me on IG. And if you want to fix your credit, maybe you have some credit issues. You have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions. You have any issue on your credit report, do not let it sit there. We're in the greatest wealth transfer of all time. It started in 2020. It's ramping up now. You want great credit if you want to get financing. You want to buy a car, buy a house, get a credit card, an auto loan. You want to do anything. You're going to need great credit. The average credit score in America is a 698. 698. So if your credit score is 500s, 600s, low 700s, you don't want to be at that place when credit really starts to tighten up. Because who do they tighten up on first? People with bad credit, people with average credit. You want great credit, go to greatcreditfast.com, book a free call below, and I'll catch you in the next video.